And yeah, when I was talking about those woe is me moments that female characters tend to have in video games, well, here's another one for you if you aren't tired of that right now. Okay, now, is she gonna say anything I can nitpick on? The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king Glug Glug will end. Yeah, at least she's sort of enthusiastic about my chances to take him down. 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf, the evil king, will vanish from Hyrule. Sounds like a plan. Okay, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. Her part amounts to basically nothing compared to games like Wind Waker or Twilight Princess. She just stands around doing nothing, just like a certain Rapunzel-haired wonder that we all know. We're not gonna say her name, we're just gonna think of her. And to help me in my quest, she is going to give me the final item in the game, at least the one that goes in my inventory, because there's still one more item left to acquire. The light arrow! So, this one costs twice as much as fire and ice arrows, but they can take down the dark barriers in Ganondorf's castle, and oh crap! See what I was talking about when I said Ganondorf took off her disguise at the wrong place at the wrong time? Yep! She has to fall into Ganondorf's clutches. Yeah, you can't have a Zelda game or any other similar game for that matter without a princess rescue. And the amazing thing is that she actually managed to deceive Ganondorf with her Sheikah disguise for 7 years. Now, quiz question. He's clearly doing this to Zelda because he wants the Triforce of Wisdom and Zelda has it. But if that's the case, then why doesn't he trap me inside one of those diamond things too? I mean, it's not like I could defend myself against this, unless the Master Sword can somehow dispel it, in which case, why doesn't he try it on Zelda instead of just punching on it like an idiot? At this point, it's just like, you know, Ganondorf really doesn't want to win. Zelda isn't the big threat. Link is! Yay for ugly 64-bit laughs. So how about we head over to Ganon's castle? If you remember, we already head in that general direction once when we caught that gold Skulltula that was near the entrance of the castle. And by the way, no, I didn't forget about the reward for catching them all. As I said, I'm going to keep this for later, though I have my reasons. You'll see when I get there. So, as you can see, the castle is inaccessible right now, but since we rescued all 6 sages, they are going to make me a bridge to head over to the castle. I don't know if it's because of the power of the medallions, I think it might be because they gotta give those things a purpose somehow, but it might just be the sages themselves, so whatever. Ooh, pretty rainbow shower! Yeah, you couldn't make me a badass bridge. You had to make it a wimpy little rainbow bridge. But, oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, so I'm just gonna head over that bridge, no matter how lame it looks, and head into Ganon's castle. Now this dungeon, the gimmick is that there are 6 barriers that prevent access to Ganon's inner sanctum, 1 for each sage. And yes, there is a barrier for Rauru, even though we didn't go through a dungeon for him. Now, the first thing you want to do, you want to get the shadow barrier down first. Trust me, I strongly recommend that you do, because the payoff for doing this is absolutely awesome. Now you head in there, there's a chest over there, let's see what's inside. Thankfully we can hookshot over there. There we go. Did I screw myself over? Can I hookshot back over there? All that for a blue rupee. Okay, there's a hookshot target there. I was thinking maybe I'd be forced to commit suicide or something. But now, you see that torch over there? Well, you know what to do by now. Fire arrow. And once you... I'm just gonna aim, make sure not to miss. There we go. And now you want to go through there as fast as possible. You can hear the tick-tock sound, so you want to hurry up, and I'm not going to make it to this one. Okay, so what you want to do now... I'm going to take on that light like I intended on ignoring it, but don't want to get eaten by it in the middle of solving the puzzle either. Okay, so now let's pull out the fire arrows one more time. Careful not to miss, because it's rather far away. There we go. Oh, I missed, and the game gave it to me anyway. Well, at least it was feeling merciful. So, you see there's a switch down there. You gotta hurry up and head there before the platforms run out. Okay, there we go. Now there's a chest that appears where we just were. So we're gonna hookshot back up, and this chest contains this dungeon's treasure. That's right! Ganon's castle has a dungeon's treasure. It's not the most useful thing, but it's actually mandatory to finish the game. And it is the golden gauntlets! Yeah, for that stuff where the silver gauntlets just weren't enough, and believe me, we'll be seeing such stuff very, very soon. But yeah, now we got the golden gauntlets. And now you want to pull off your Lens of Truth and head over there, because there's a rusted switch. You want to be careful not to fall off, because otherwise you're going to have to redo some of this stuff over again. Pull out the hammer, which is going to unlock the door, I believe. Yes. There's a torch over there that does the same thing as the torch near the beginning of this room. So you don't have to aim from all the way over here. Anyway, here is the barrier core, so we're given some arrows, some magic. What you want to do, there are 6 cores, for one for each barrier throughout this dungeon. You want to pull out your light arrows, shoot the core, and then the sage is going to show up and give you some words of encouragement and warp you back to the main room. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. Of course, she has a personal interest in the princess, since she's her guardian angel of sorts. So anyway, teleportation action, go! Back to the main room, where we're going to see that the shadow barrier is now down. So, it doesn't look like it from that barrier in the middle, but it's a bit weaker. It goes away all at once you take down the final barrier. Now, a little secret that I want to show you before heading back out, because yes, I'm heading back out right now. You can go through this here, which is just below the entrance to this room, and there are fairies and business scrubs if you want to buy some stuff, but at least they're sparing you the need to head back to a fairy fountain or something. Ironically, our very next destination is a fairy fountain, the last great fairy fountain in the game, and since it requires us to backtrack out of the final dungeon in the game, you might be thinking, oh my god, what you get from this great fairy is going to be absolutely awesome. And you'd be right. You expected me to say you'd be wrong, but yeah, you'd be right. This is, in my opinion, the greatest gift that the great fairies give you. Basically what happens is that they're going to give me double defense, so every attack I take will deal only half damage. And I just wanted to get this out of the way. Okay, thank you. Anyway, Link is now fully equipped to enter those strongman contests and destroy the opposition, because wow, that stuff was huge. Anyway, let's enter the Great Fairy's Fountain and claim our double defense prize. Now, just a little rant here. I think it's sort of... I know it's for balance purposes, but it still sort of sucks that you get it this late in the game. At least in Majora's Mask, they give you some time to play around with it. You're like, what, 60-70% done with the game when you get it, if you do decide to go out of your way to get it. That is, but then again, it could be worse. There's a similar thing in Banjo-Kazooie that's only given to you right before the final boss. Banjo-Kazooie, which is my next side LP, for those of you who don't remember. I like what they did in Banjo-Tooie, though. They give you a cheat that isn't double defense, but it's out-of-this-world health regeneration, and I personally think this is the only thing that makes the final boss beatable at all, but enough about Banjo-Tooie for now. I guess if I ever LP that game, we're gonna talk about it then, but okay, damage inflicted will be reduced by half, as I just said. So it's very much worth your time that you get back out of this dungeon and get this. It's also very much worth doing the shadow barrier first. By the way, just in case you haven't noticed, I uploaded a new Pokemon video earlier today. I'm just saying this in case you see the Zelda videos first and you don't notice the Pokemon ones, and the next time I upload one, you'll be all like, hey, what's he doing in the rock tunnel? Wasn't he near the power plant? And by the way, this is also my second Zelda video today, second part of a double program, though you probably figured that out when you realized, oh shit, I didn't get to see the battle against Twin Rova. So, now, second barrier that I'm going to take on is going to be the water barrier. Reason for that is because I am going to need my bottles for this, because the water barrier, it's not a water area, but rather an ice area. Of course, ice is frozen water, so I can understand where they're coming from, but that doesn't change from the fact that, see that blue fire there? We're gonna need it, so I'm going to... Wow, those stalactites have really bad aim or something. So... Oh crap, I thought I was gonna get attacked there. Okay, there are two chests. Let's see what's in this one. Here we got a recovery heart, which is worth twice the usual amount because of the double defense I get. And oh, this one was a trap. At least I was about to use up all my fairies anyway to make room for the blue fire, so I'm just going to take out my bottles, use up all my fairies, and the reason why I'm doing this second is because after this barrier, I'm going to head back to Kakariko, buy some blue potions, since the final battles are going to be very magic power intensive, so I'd rather have blue potions than fairies for this, and there's no sense in doing this while I still need my bottles to carry blue fire around. So, yeah, this is why I was waiting to cash in on my reward for the gold Skulltulas. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do this barrier first. After that, I'm going to refill my bottles with blue potions, which should cost, I believe, 100 rupees each. And after that, I am going to cash in on my reward for killing all the Skulltulas twice, because you can just head back out of the house and head back in, and he's going to give you 200 more rupees. So, let's just... melt that red ice over here. Holy lag, Batman! Wow! This hasn't happened before. Oh, I'm gonna get hit, aren't I? Aren't I? Wow! As I said, they really got bad accuracy today. So, this puzzle here, you do not want to go the obvious way and push that block into the hole. You want to send this block over there, then into the hole. Otherwise, you're pretty much screwed, I think. But if you think of doing that, then it's going to make things a lot easier. So push this over there. You just saw the red ice that we have to melt with some of our blue fire. And whoa, stop flipping all over the place. I don't want to fall into the hole. And this time limit, 2 minutes. Really, really loose if you know what you're doing, because I think that is all we need to do. I'm just going to melt that ice. Am I going to have another lag spike? Let me see. Yeah, there's lag again, but it's not as bad. I wonder what causes it, though. Anyway, Rusted Switch means Megaton Hammer, and you can move on to the next room. Did I just really need one bottle of blue fire for all of this? Oh well, doesn't really matter, because... No, I think it's this door that I have to take. It would have been sad if I actually took the wrong room and ended back at the previous one. So, we're just about out of time today, so I'm going to wait until next time to take down this barrier. So next time, on Ocarina of Time, we're going to head deeper into Ganondorf's castle and hopefully take down the remaining barrier.